Hello everybody, welcome to Doggo Card Reviews. This will be an introduction video as to what we do here.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
So with that, we're just going to go ahead and get right into not other than our objective here. So here at Doggo Card Reviews, we make content for Japanese Weiss Schwarz. Specifically, this channel aims to cater to experienced and veteran players of the game who wish to take their game to the next level and have a desire to perform well at high-level competitions. As such, if you are watching this as a beginner or returning player, we do ask you to turn away until you develop more as a player and hone in that serious want of becoming a competitive player in Japanese Weiss Schwarz, as much as it pains us to say it.
So let me define experienced and veteran players for a moment here, just in case people are confused. So I would say roughly within 2 years or so, once you get acclimated with the game, you have your first few decks, maybe even after you've been to a major level competition, like nationals, in your prospective country, that's when we really advise taking your game up to the next level. There are lots and lots of channels for beginning and returning players, and we on Doggo Card Reviews want to more cater to those who are looking for more than those channels have to offer. Everybody has a niche on YouTube, and I'm sure that we can fit in just as well as everybody else can.
So we're going to go ahead and properly introduce ourselves. So, Doggo Card Reviews is run by Gavin. Say hi, Gavin.
So,
And Rin, that is me. And we are both veteran players of Japanese Weiss Schwarz. So, Gavin has been playing the game since the year 2016 and has qualified for the North America World Grand Prix Continental Qualifier on multiple occasions, as well as the 2020 North America World Grand Prix Online Championship. And I started in 2010. I have qualified once for said North America World Grand Prix Continental Qualifier, as well as the aforementioned 2020 North America World Grand Prix Online Championship.
yep, it's been quite the journey so far.
So yeah, with our experience, we hope to definitely show that we know what we're talking about, and hope that we can all join on this journey together so that we can all become better Japanese Weiss Schwarz players.
Yep.
And how do we do that? We do the following types of videos. We do set reviews, we do this thing called the Scrap Bowl, a podcast series, and we do meta analyses and restriction list predictions.
Oh boy, more content soon to come.
So we're going to go ahead and talk about the first of these, the set reviews. Our set reviews are intended to discuss each individual card of an expansion and determine how well each card fares in a competitive environment. We determine which sets are worth delving into based on factors such as overall competitive viability and possibility of an English release. We are more than willing to seed, localize, or most likely will be localized expansions to the ever-growing and robust English Westcooper community. We also go over any noteworthy cards from trial decks debuting right before or alongside the expansion in question and discuss the viability of cards from the booster set proper in the context of a sealed or limited format for any first or standalone expansions, with some exceptions from time to time.
Certain sequel sets that really we'll do certain sequels that we feel are really attuned for the limited format. We'll find those from time to time, but for the most part, sequel sets prefer way too much two cards from set one that it wouldn't make for a very good limited experience in our opinion. Hence, and the reason why we do limited, it's more of a differentiation factor. We feel that barely anyone talks about limited, about Weiss Schwarz specifically, and we feel that limited can be a viable format. We'd love to show everybody, hey guys, let's play some limited, shall we?
Alrighty. But while we're still on the subject of set reviews, we judge cards with the following rating system. This is part of the reason why we are called Doggo card reviews, and ratings may be multiplied from time to time. So, Sparkly Dog here, Beans is a playable plus. This card is an auto include because of how powerful it is. It's one of those dull, rugged. Okay, this dog, this dog here with its leash looking very, very eager to be walked. Playable. This card is almost always worth considering for competitive builds, but may overlap or potentially be overshadowed by other cards in the same expansion. Alright, got a little dog that's like kind of alert here. Playable minus. This card has potential to perform well in competitive play, but should be approached with caution due to notable flaws and risk factors.
Yeah, there's quite a few cards that just make me go, this is kind of like, we were kind of struggling at first, sometimes between, like, playable and the next rating. So we decided, okay, let's introduce playable minus as kind of that intermittent rating.
And speaking of the next rating, so this dog is kind of like looking like very, very obedient, blankly staring right at your face. Niche. This card is almost always intended for thematic or character-centric decks due to limited synergy and functionality. So, waifu/husbando decks, or OTP decks, or OT3 decks, etc. That kind of thing.
Well, also before we continue on, limited does have may factor into any of these ratings. Certain cards may get bumped up or bumped down due to limited play, as we do factor in limited for our ratings as well.
For sure. Alright, next rating here. This one's like, wagging his tail, laughing at your face. Meme. This card is meant for funny and entertaining strategies, not intended for consistent wins.
The memes are pretty obvious in a lot of the time. They're not necessarily bad cards. They're more of hilarious cards.
And last but not least, we just have a dog that's kind of like lying there, screaming about being petted or thinking about it. Bad. Stay away. Don't even bother. Enjoy this quote from Mobile Fighter G Gundam instead.
You've heard it a lot of times in any of our content.
Well, side review specifically, I don't think we really do that in your other stuff.
No, it's mostly in the set reviews.
Alright, speaking of other stuff, the Scrap Bowl. The Scrap Bowl is a series of periodic podcasts that go into depth with various topics in the realm of competitive Japanese Weiss Schwarz, such as card design, competitive tournament structure, and hypothetical scenarios. These function more as an open back and forth discussion between Gavin and myself, accompanied with lecture style slides to facilitate the topic at hand.
So imagine you've come to sit down about a particular topic in a university-style classroom. That's kind of the aim when it comes to our content in general. Basically, I picture ourselves like two university teachers holding a lecture in a big hall and just being like, okay, guys, this is what we're here to talk about today, and we go on and on and on and on and on, and we try to be informative at the same time, but we also try to put forth a particular point.
I know, and it's not that, we're not here to drown you out. We will try to make these as entertaining as possible. But, we are here to entertain and inform at the same time.
Oh boy, educational YouTubing.
Hey, infotainment. Alrighty. Last but not least, our meta-analyses and restriction list predictions. Outside of special conditions, Bushiroad aims to make adjustments to the restriction list twice a year with announcements specifying the dates of reveal, and we intend to give our thoughts on how the meta is looking at the time, and make predictions of what we think will change on the restriction list based on how the competitive environment is looking.
Some of my favorite videos, boys.
Yep, good times, but those are very, very few and far in between because, again, they're really only twice a year, so they're only pop up like once every 6 months as a result.
So we're looking at around June for the next one?
Maybe? July, perhaps?
Yeah, perhaps. But we'll see.
And with that, we hope you enjoy and learn from us here at Doggo Card Reviews.
We're here to teach, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments.
And with that, we will see you all in our future videos. Bye bye.